Hello guys and gals, today's video is going to be about web browsers and unique ones at that, because web browsers are very important for PCs, computers, and laptops, because besides the design and components, this is probably one of the most. So this is my top 5 unique web browsers. I hope you guys enjoy the video. At number 5, LibreWolf. So LibreWolf is a Firefox, kind of like Firefox. It's based around Firefox, but it's a neat browser with a lot of cool features. You have private searches, blockers, things like that. You can also change the background. Mine is pink and purple. But if you like Firefox, you might really enjoy this one. Now, I'm going to kind of go through a few things real quick over here, but like right now, we're going through to customization because that's one of the main features to have on web browsers. This is number 5 because I personally don't use Firefox, but I do understand it's a good web browser. So right here we have, where is it? Appearances and languages at right here. So if we click on edit, we can do the main themes. You can do black and white. You can do auto, update versions. So right here, I'm going to go back and I'm going to go to the Fox Glow theme, which is pretty cool. So I'm going to enable that. You can see all the features, like when it was last updated was the 6th. And you got extensions uBlock, which you need blockers now because of how crazy ads and everything are. So I do recommend that. But LibreWolf is very cool because it's based off of Firefox, which is a neat, unique, and cool browser. But one of the cool things about this one is that you can do your extensions from other web browsers. So I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Short searches. So right here we have like DuckDuckGo. We have things like that. That's pretty cool in my opinion, because no matter where you are on which browser, you can always move that stuff to this one. So like say you forgot your password but it's saved to a other browser, you can always wing it into this one. There's a lot of browsers like this, but this is the reason it's number 5, is because it's not my favorite personally. But if you guys really like Firefox, I suggest you take a crack at this one. Number 4. So number 4 is called Wavebox. This one's actually really cool. You can import your bookmarks and passwords. I'm showing you the startup because there's a lot of cool features here. I'm going to show you how you do it. So there's space 1, space 2, and space 3. So you have work, home, or side hustle, and they kind of like spaces, and then you have apps and websites and all that stuff. So honestly, this also has a lot of blockers and search engines, but this one works a lot like a phone almost, because right here you see my email up top. I blocked all the information, but you see my email up top, and then you can see the walk and then the coffee thing, which is just time off basically. And you can add apps and websites to these. So right here, like you see apps, I'm going over here and I'm going to click, let's see, Messenger right there. Okay, so I'm going to add Messenger, and now I have a Messenger app right here. So it's very cool because I view this one almost as like having a phone web browser on your computer. I think it's very neat. It's only at number 4 because I have a kind of bias on the other ones, but if this looks cool to you, I would really recommend this. It takes some time getting used to, trust me. Billy Cat. It takes some time getting used to it, but I really enjoy it, and I think that if you guys have a lot of apps or websites you want to use, I would totally recommend this one. You can also change a lot of the colors and everything. Like right here, I'm having Discord with the red appearance on the outside and red notification. But if I go to spaces, right here is home, I can change that to a yellow one just to make it pop, or a green one. So yeah, I really think this is a cool one. I totally recommend it. It has nice settings. You can customize it on however you want. I really like the spaces on, like, oh, this is my workspace, or oh, this is my side hustle. There's several cool features in this one. And as you can see, you can totally change the background too. So yeah, I recommend this one. It's actually just really fun. But it does take a long time getting used to it because, well, it's like a phone on your computer. So number three. So number three is DuckDuckGo. I have a bias on this one because I've been using it for years on my phone because my mother recommended it to me. So the thing is with this, it's mostly just to keep your information safe. So there's a lot of private settings, a lot of things like that you can do. It's a normal web browser. There's not many cool features. I mean, there are some, like I'll show you one later in this video, but this one is mostly just to keep your information safe because I get spam emails all the time. It's like, oh, you have this insurance thing, or hey, you got this reward. And I'm like, this is obviously spam, and people just keep spamming me stuff. So I I like this one because it helps with blocking a lot of your information getting out there. So if you have issues with that, I do recommend this. It won't stop ones that have your information already, but it should help with keeping your information safe. And there's obviously the normal features like I just showed you themes. It's all black and green now and yellow on the .coms area. So there's cool features like that, but this is a lot just about keeping your information safe, trying to protect you and everything. And there's some cool features. So right here, there is personal information. Okay, so you can find out which sites are selling your information, so you can start your free scan. So I'm gonna do this, but I'm not gonna show you my login, obviously. But right here, it's going to say that I have no information on any sites. But to be fair, a lot of these are like they add more to the sites that you go to. So like say you use like Newegg or something, it'll tell you that Newegg sells or doesn't sell your stuff, your information. So that's pretty cool. And right here we have file proof. So you have a bunch of tabs, boom, it's all gone. You just cleared out everything, the whole browser and everything. So it's pretty cool. And you can like delete all the history in like a file tab. But I mean, if you do or don't want that, that really doesn't care. I just really like the privacy stuff on keeping your information safe. Number two, Vivaldi. Yeah, try saying that 5 times fast. So you have the same import bookmarks and everything like you do usually with other ones, but this one is more for being productive. So you have it's kind of similar to the phone one. You can make workspaces, and you can like have, oh, this is my side hustle, home, workspace, my time off, things like that. You also have your home, shopping, and travel right here that you can add widgets to. So there's a lot of cool features here. I think this one's personally my second favorite just because of the fact that it's similar enough to the phone one that it has all the workspaces and wedges and stuff, but it feels more like a computer, you know? Instead of like trying to figure out how to use a phone on a computer, this feels like a computer with phone aspects. So it's kind of nice. So right here, you can go to a bunch of themes and everything you have. And appearance is one of the awesome ones I'll show you later. But like right here, I'll go to beach. Okay, so see how pretty that is? You have a teal background and everything. So right here, I'm going to change a lot of this stuff. So I'm going to change the background to do blue, indigo. Yeah. So I'm just showing you the background can change. But right here, if I do orange, I can make that change. And I can also change the white aspect of the page. And I'm sorry if that hurts your eyes. I'm going to change it lightly. But yeah, you can change the whole colors on all of this. And even the letters right here, I'm going to make green. Boom. I think that's such a cool aspect. And I mean, a lot of websites do this or web browsers do this, but not enough. So the fact that this has a lot of cool like productivity with your workspaces, and you can also just change the entire theme of your web browser, it makes it to number two because this is again, it's your web browser. You should want to be able to customize it as much as you want because people use web browsers all the time. And why not just make it your unique web browser on your unique computer to fit your style? Even change your whole Windows aspect. So I'm doing transparency right there. You can make it to 25. You can blur things, make corner roundings, things like that with your widgets. And I think it's just so cool. You can also import themes and export them. So really, this one just has a lot of customization. It adds in calendars, sticky notes, tasks, tips of the day, things like that. There's a lot of things you can do in this one. And I love that you can just make widgets appeal. So like, oh, this is my favorite website, or this is where I like to do shopping. And you can also make photos right here. So this is like videos. You can add video tasks or feeds, add a feed. And then you have a feed right here that you can add to your videos. That is so cool, huh? I think that this one's honestly really neat, and I would totally understand if you wanted to use it. Honorable mentions. So, Sigma OS is a web browser for only Macs or Mac users. It does not go on Windows or iOS, so that's why it's in honorable mentions, is because I actually could not test it out. But just the fact that there's a web browser specifically for Macs and nothing else really caught my attention. And it says it'll come to Windows and iOS soon, but just the fact that it was indeed a, you know, one for Mac specifically really brought attention to it. So I decided to put it in honorable mentions. But for the next one is Sidekick. Sidekick is very similar to that phone one I used earlier, but it's only in honorable mentions because I see a lot of great qualities it could be, but I could not log in. I tried to log in with my email. I tried to log in with my Microsoft and Google, and I even tried skip it. It would not work, so it's in honorable mentions. Brave is the next one. So it's a Brave web browser, and you can import things. You can have privacy settings like normal with other web browsers, but this one has something that I've never seen in a other web browser that I will mention. And there's cool things like stats, news, and even Brave VPN. But the biggest thing was the Brave rewards. I've never seen a web browser have rewards for just, you know, using it. So this system seeks to compensate both users and content creators in exchange on BAT tokens. So here's the tokens and everything, and then you got a merch discount. You can get like Wave, Unstoppable, Lions t-shirts, and even book flights and stuff with tokens. And you might earn tokens with stuff like this if you do it, or you can like watch ads and get some. I don't know exactly how it works, but I've never seen a reward system with a web browser before. And I thought that was so unique and cool that I just had to mention it. Number one. So just to clarify, number one is Opera GX. And I will clarify something real quick. This video is not sponsored, but I'm going to go and explain why I absolutely love this web browser. So this web browser has so many customizations. You can literally go to mods and you can have you can switch your themes and the backgrounds and everything, but not like normal ones. You can actually just, earlier you saw it, but I had a Jake from Adventure Time in my background. But right here, this is a GX store, and you can download these backgrounds. So like Vic Arts, okay? So I'm gonna go here. I can download that background and just make it my web browser profile, like, and have it in the background and everything. So there's so many cool ones. I'll kind of show you some in a moment to just kind of make you guys see instead of just tell. So right here, there's Cyberdeck. Look at that. It's all glowing and showing everything. It kind of is neat with, it's almost like a futuristic aspect. And some of these change with dark and light mode. Not these ones. There's music. There's interaction themes. So like right now you see green on it, but that's because of the theme I have. So you see purple and green. That's my theme. So if I changed it, it would not be green and purple. It would be like orange and red. But right here, I also just changed it to a Batman Beyond theme. So right here is Batman Beyond, and then you can see up in the top right, you can see like yellow, and then a little more purple and green. Uh, you can see all this. These are the themes and mods that this has. And I think that's just so cool that there's one like this. And that doesn't even go into the extensions or anything like that. Of course, be careful what you download, but I just absolutely adore this web browser. This is my main web browser. So, okay, right here, I'm changing the interface. So right here, if I change the interface, that would be my wallpaper, but then I can change this and that's my theme on the background. I think this is such a cool style and interface to have for a web browser. But yeah, so right here, I'm going to kind of go and explain why Opera GX is also my favorite. Not only can you customize it to an insane degree with like music in the background or even keyboard noise. So like if I had the Batman Beyond one, I can change the noise to fit like a Batman Beyond theme every time I hit a button on my keyboard or key pad. So right here, and not only can you do the sound or the background and stuff, you can also do shaders, which right here I'll pick the wave because it's the most obvious. Be warned, this will kind of be weird on the eyes, so brace yourself. So it looks like an ocean wave. Now, why you would want to do this, I don't know. I turn it off immediately. But right here, you can also go to GX controls. It's a RAM limiter, so you can set up how much RAM you want this web browser to use. So it can either be 32 or like 2 gigabytes of RAM, or you can have a hard limit. There's so many cool features in here that I just can't say enough good things about it. There's the same thing with the CPU limiter, and it has hot tabs of the CPU and the RAM, and I just find that awesome. There's GX Klingle, which is like advanced setup. You can do medium, max, downloads, all those things you can cling out. Then you can also change how you have your shaders. I said of the wave and stuff. So, but also you see that left bar on the side, you can customize what you want on the screen. So like right here, I'm going to the release calendar on the GX corner. So it tells you games that are going to be released and what dates they're going to be. Now, it doesn't tell you everything. Just recently, a My Hero game came out and it was not on here. So I don't know what really decides on which games show up or not, but it shows you a lot of cool games at least. So yeah, I find that very cool. You can go and filter it like PlayStation or Xbox or even Steam. So if you go down, there's going to be GX games, which are like games you can actually, I believe, play on this web browser, or you can just find more games. So like if I clicked on that chess one, I could just play it on this web browser, I believe. I haven't actually tested that out, but I do know that it's a feature. And then you got GX Daily, so you can look up what they have daily. You can go through like videos or free games, trailers, If you want trailers, you got trailers right here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's the GX corner. You can see in the top left that I'm on like the goggles looking thing. So that is where all this stuff is. And then you can open a tab and it'll be something else like normal, like, oh, I gotta search for whatever I'm searching up. But yeah, there's so many cool features here that I absolutely love this. And I can't say enough good things about it. It's the one I use the most. It's so much customization, so many cool features, and I just find it very awesome. Again, this video is not sponsored, but I mean, if this isn't your taste, then it's not your taste. But that's what this web browser can do. It has AI. You can crop things. You got some for themes on the side that you can also just change. So right here, I was mentioning earlier a little bit about the left side bar. you can go into the bottom left and click that 3 tab, and you can customize how you want the left side bar is in. And right now I know on the right side I'm looking at the wallpapers, but I want to mention the left side bar real quick. So you see the clock, the RAM, the mods, the Twitch stuff. That's things I added into that side so I could have it organized in how I want it. So you guys could do that too and just customize all that. So right now I'm going to go to a new tab to have show you. So see, my background's all different, and then I can go back and hit where was it? Nope, not capsule. Right here. So I can go and just change my themes and change it back to like Adventure Time. You know, there's also obviously extensions, but I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know what you guys thought in comments, and if you knew of these web browsers or not. I mean, some are quite obvious. Like I know Opera GX is probably one of the most famous new web browsers out there, but it still is just a cool idea, I think, to look at different web browsers. I mean, again, if you're on your computer or laptop, why use the same old Google Chrome or Firefox or even Microsoft Edge? Use other web browsers that pique your interest. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, many blessings. Bye.